Welcome to Pastor's Chronicles. My name is Scott Hinton, pastor of AMC Ministries, and this is the Chronicles on the Walking Dead. The Walking Dead that everybody can't wait to look at each week, with bloodshed, zombies running all over the place, biting on people. People are every week just waiting, just in anxiety, waiting to see who's going to die next. Before we get started, and this Chronicles Walking Dead, I just want to say this, that this is not an attack on the people that's acting in these episodes. These people, I believe, whether they know it or not, if they are part of the Illuminati or part of the secret society, I believe that one day they're going to give their lives. Maybe all, maybe some, going to give their lives to the Lord. But I must, by the grace of God, reveal the hidden agendas that's taking place. And there are subliminal messages in this episode. So let's get started. Waking up in an empty hospital after weeks in a coma, County Sheriff Rick Grimes finds himself utterly alone. The world as he knew it is gone. Ravaged by zombie epidemic, The Walking Dead tells the story of weeks and months that follow after the apocalypse.
I'm coming up only to hold you under. Carl. And coming up only to show you wrong.
Help! Help!
And to know you is hard, and we wonder. To know you all wrong, we wonder.
The Walkers. Do you know what's going on?
That those who survive can be far more dangerous than the mindless walkers roaming the earth. They themselves have become the Walking Dead. The group which we are following arrives at the CDC complex in Atlanta. They found out from a doctor there that this is all caused by a virus which was named wildfire. Everyone is now infected with this virus, so that everyone who dies will come back as a walker, unless they are killed by a head injury or of course killed by someone after they come back. Everybody can't wait until the next episode comes on to see who dies next week or who dies next, and how many gruesome zombies will be killed. Killing, bloodshed, spiritualism is what's happening in those who watch this show, who love to have it so. But what the viewers fail to realize is that this show, which was a comic book, has a message in it right in plain sight. And if you are one of those who look for action, you are seeing what they want you to see. You are programmed to see actions, while the truth of what they're going to do to you in the New World Order is right there in your face. What you have to understand is The Walking Dead, I Am Legend, or any zombie show starts with some form of scientific breakout. So it was a government created zombie show starts with some form of scientific breakout, so it was a government created thing. The message is to unpopulate the earth. You see, the elite and everyone who sold their soul to Satan, paradise is here on earth, and they will do anything and everything in their power to save it. And they know that the earth is overpopulated. Furthermore, it's easy to control a smaller amount of people than 7.4 billion people.
Enough.
The survival of not only our nation, but of every other nation.
Mommy, look, it's a butterfly. This is an epidemic that is not just a threat to regional security, it's a potential threat to global security. If these countries break down, it's a potential threat to global security. If a threat to regional security, it's a potential threat to global security. This is an epidemic that is not just a threat to regional security, it's a potential threat to global security.
The survival of not only our nation, but of every other nation.
Mommy, look, it's a butterfly. Hardly enough.
The survival of not only our nation, but of every other nation.
Mommy, look, it's a butterfly. Hardly enough.
So it is with great sadness, but even greater resolve.
Hello. Want to see some infected rats?
And there's the butterfly reference again.
And maybe this is the reason for the FEMA camps. Resettlement after an Ebola outbreak. Listen to what Shrek says here.
By the order of Lord Farquaad, I am authorized to place you both under arrest and transport you to a designated resettlement facility.
Designated resettlement facility.
And in the very last scene, we hear her summarize what they had just gone through. 9/9/2009, which is 666. Listen.
In 2009, a deadly virus burned through our civilization, pushing humankind to the edge of extinction. Dr. Robert Neville dedicated his life to the discovery of a cure and the restoration of humanity. On September 9th, 2012, at approximately 8:49 p.m., he discovered that cure. And at 8:52, he gave his life to defend it. We are his legacy. This is his legend.
And finally, I Am Legend has revealed its secret. In a final twist of bizarre synchronicity, the movie I Am Legend is mirrored in John 8:49, which is the same exact timestamp that she says in these last parts of the film. You heard her say 8:49 to 8:52. And in here, Jesus explains that I am, that he has no demon, and that I am legend. Unbelievable.
It is not just a threat to regional security, it's a potential threat to global security. If these countries break down, if their economies break down, if people panic, that has profound effects on all of us, even if we are not directly contracting the disease.
They created cancer, they created AIDS, Ebola virus, HPV, and all kind of diseases are man-made to shorten their lifespan by letting loose chemicals in the air and feeding people poison through food.
And I find the best way to describe it is if you can imagine your body as a highway and you picture the virus as a very fast car being driven by a very bad man, imagine the damage that that car could cause. Then if you replace that man with a cop, the picture changes, and that's essentially what we've done.
Now, how many people have you treated so far?
Well, we've had 10,009 clinical trials in humans so far.
And how many are cancer-free?
10,009.
So you have actually cured cancer?
Yes, yes. Yes, we have.
I want to show you a game that a brother of mine in the faith, he created. And in this game, you got to realize too that in games have subliminal messages also. And this game right here, it shows how they created a virus. They created a virus, and this virus, by creating this virus, the result is martial laws. And this virus is kind of coincide with The Walking Dead and any other zombie epidemic in these shows. See, this game actually shows what they want to do, and they're communicating to each other in the secret society through these games to educate those that's of the elite or those that's of the secret society, Illuminati, or whatever kind of Freemasonry. They all together, and they're being educated through games, through movies, through episodes, through cartoons. But in this sense, I want to show you this video game, and this video game is going to coincide with the zombie apocalypse.